I was getting a message about follow follow the leader. Now, some of you are like, that's interesting because I like to go my own way. Well, it might be the way you need to still go. Because just because somebody's leading doesn't mean you should follow them. Okay? And I think we've all experienced that, at least with GPS, right? Well, if we follow the GPS, it says we're supposed to. Yeah. Well, that's what you get for following the GPS. Right? Um, I've literally been near somebody that I saw them take a turn down the wrong way, and I started honking at them. I'm like, hey, I'm like, you that's the one way. They're like, oh, okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm glad I didn't just blindly follow that person. Using your own discernment, using your own brain. I feel like we've lost a little bit of that in society. But there's always time to get it back. Okay? There's always time to get it back. Alright. So, first card out is, El Diablo. Yep. They want you just to blindly follow them. Well, you're with me, right? So that means we're doing well, I don't know. What do you mean? What exactly are we going to be doing? Right? Well, you just have to trust me. Well, I don't know about that. Why would I trust you if you're not telling me everything that's going on? Do they even know what's going on? Okay. Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Well, that's interesting, collective. Maybe somebody that you did not trust saw you as a Two of Cups, saw you as their partner. You could have seen this person as your partner also. You could have trusted this person and thought they were making the right decisions on your behalf. And then, lo and behold, find out, that really wasn't the case. I know people act so surprised that this ever happens as if they've never seen Dateline NBC or 48 Hours or any of the other friggin' shows or watch Nancy Grace or anything, right? That's why this whole following the leader thing, it's like, yeah, you can do that, but, I'm not trying to say be obstinate, but, like they say, don't let them take you to the second location. Throw a fit now. Raise the flag now. Maybe somebody will see. Maybe somebody will notice. Maybe somebody will actually help. I mean, that's why I've put a lot of my testimony out on the internet, because it's like I wasn't getting anywhere talking to people. It's like, well, maybe somebody else out here will believe me. You know? I got to work for the Two of Cups that's working for me, not the other way around. Because you get into bed with this, El Diablo, you're there till the end of time. There ain't no letting go of that. Emperor. Again, Aries. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you've been watching me, like, so many of these readings, I've been pulling Aries, and we're in Aries season. So, happy birthday, Aries, if it is your season. Okay, we just had a new moon as well. So, when you want to think about what are you following, maybe for some of you this spring you're deciding to follow a new way of thinking, or religion, or philosophy. Okay. For some people, they're like, religion is El Diablo. Well, it can be in certain ways, but not trying to harp on that right now. Then we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, King of Swords. So collective, you could be this King of Swords. This King of Swords could be looking for a partner as well. They could be realizing they're like not in their Emperor energy because they don't have this Two of Cups, right? This could be one of those things where, you know, maybe you were partnered up with somebody else instead of who you're supposed to be partnered up with, this King of Swords, right? Or, you know, maybe you were this person, right? Maybe you had to, oh my God, Four of Wands. Yeah. So what I'm feeling here, collective, King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of good masculine energy here. I feel like, collective, what may have happened is whoever this masculine is, they were tied up with the wrong sort of folks. And you know, it's one of those things like like I had a contractor come to my house once, and they did some work for me, and they had to come back and do a little bit extra work because something didn't set right with when they were finishing up the job, and they're like, well, we'll have to come back, maybe, you know, we can do that, you know, next week or whatever. And I was like, okay. So, oh, excuse me. So they came back and they fixed whatever they needed to do, and I was like, so do I need to write you guys like another check, or, you know? And they're like, oh no, that's fine. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you already got the check that I sent in, or already processed that? And they were like, oh, well, so and so in the office takes care of that for me. Like, they didn't know, you know? And I thought, well, I hope you trust so and so in the office. You know, sometimes, collective, this whole follow the leader thing, we put so much faith into other people that we never check up and see that they're actually doing what they say they were going to do, right? And instead of it being the Two of Cups of our dreams, it turns into a friggin' nightmare. And that's why El Diablo came out first. So this is definitely a warning for somebody. Capricorn, this could be a reading for you as well. Okay. So I feel like, you know, it's kind of like this person, whoever this masculine is, had this vision, had this Emperor vision. And there's a little bit of sadness here. There's a little bit of rain in this picture. So I feel like what they're experiencing now is realizing like, oh, well, this person said they were going to do that with my money, you know, to keep the business running, but they didn't, you know. Maybe they were embezzling, maybe they were, I don't know what, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that this happened with this situation. I'm just giving an example because it does happen all the time. So now I feel like, collective, what this masculine is kind of about, this King of Swords here, it's more like, okay, you know, they might have their boundaries up. They might not, you know, be super chatty because they don't want to get overly involved with people, right? So they might be a little bit disconnected, but yet at the same time wanting somebody to walk with them. And that's why this Four of Wands came out, because that's the ultimate goal, right? Let's see what else comes out about this situation. Get some more information for the collective, please. Seven of Swords. Yeah, so somebody... I just have this feeling, collective, that whoever this is, it's like somebody was walking away with the bag. They were saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to take that to the bank and deposit it, blah, blah, blah. And then come to find out, they're like, oh, you know, like, they're supposed to be my ride or die. Oh, they're supposed to be my business partner. Oh, they were supposed to be my friend, have my back, and not screw me over. But what happened? Because they were counting on, you know, some lower vibrational things. Wheel of Fortune here. So, yeah, this is definitely, it's like, yeah, maybe this emperor took a spin on the wheel and it didn't go so well, but still an emperor at the end of the day. So it's like, well, I know when I cast my lot out, I'm still going to try and get something out of it because you have the resources. This is a situation where I don't think like they've like completely cleaned you out or anything, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, recognize what's happening, put a stop to it, right? So that Wheel of Fortune can start spinning in your favor. I'm also getting a vision of the movie Casino when Sharon Stone's character is on the phone and she's there with her boyfriend played by James Woods. And she's like, I need money. I need money. And they're, saying that to Robert De Niro's character. But the reason she needs money is to give it to this other guy who's like manipulating her, right? That she's in this like bad situation with. And that's what I feel like this is kind of like maybe what somebody found out. Yeah. So again, this is kind of like, okay, so yeah, this King of Swords is like, man, this sucks. I thought I had it all here as the emperor, but now I'm finding out I have to lay down the law. I have to draw the line. I have to tell these people no. Right? Nobody likes hearing the word no, do they? Oh, you're mean. Oh, why aren't you helping me? I was like, well, why aren't you helping yourself? I can see you know how to help yourself to what's mine, but obviously you don't know how to help yourself. And sometimes the only way you can do that, collective, is by cutting these people off, making them fend for themselves. Yep, fire here with a justice card. I can't make it up. Cannot make it up. So some of these people, they are going to be crashing and burning, running around. They might even go to the courthouse and try and petition to get some alimony or palimony or whatever. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, well, I helped them with this. And even when they didn't do jack. And everybody knows they didn't do jack, but that don't stop them from trying to squeeze a dollar out of a dime, right? When it comes to somebody else's money. Sorry to say. Again, this is Libra, King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So, I think collective, especially if you are this masculine energy, you're realizing, you're like, yeah, I'm not playing that game anymore. I just heard that B wants to I just heard that B wants to play hardball. Let's play ball. Especially collective, if this is a situation where they're all like, oh, well, I need this for the kids, blah, blah. But really it's because they wanted to go get their hair or nails done type thing. I first heard that story, real life. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're getting ready to have the 10 of Pentacles with somebody. Somebody that respects you. Somebody that understands what it takes to make a 4 of Wands work. So yes, way, way back in my, just getting out of high school days, one of my best friends from high school, we were gonna go to the same college together, and then neither one of us ended up going to that college. We went different places. Anyway, so she happened to be involved not far after high school. She happened to be involved with this guy who already had a kid, right? And she was telling me about all this money that he had to pay for child support. But yet, when the kid would come over to their house, like didn't even look like she was showered. She didn't look like she had any clean clothes on. She didn't have no new shoes. It was always like an excuse of, well, where did the money go? Right? Yeah, but she had a new car and she had her nails done and she had this and she had that. You know what I mean? It was like that. So, like I'm saying, collective, there could be somebody who's on your side here with this justice card that's saying, yeah, that wasn't fair. Yeah, actually, you should go back to court and tell that B, we're going to play ball. Like, I'm not working just so you can live off of me. Right? And some people feel entitled to that for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they just never got a reality check from the game called life. Right? You know? But collective, what I do see here for you is that you still haven't given up. You still have a good vision for yourself. You still know how to manifest here with this Four of Wands. And what that's going to get you is somebody that understands and appreciates what that takes. And it takes a Ten of Pentacles. It takes partnership. You know, building it up, not tearing it down. And I was getting that earlier today too. Like the spending it as fast as it comes in. You know what I mean? Without even thinking about where. Shoot, look at that. Yeah, Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Exactly. Somebody not worried about tomorrow, but all wistfully thinking about today as if it's their last day. And it's like, I don't know, did God come down and tell you that you're gone tomorrow? Because last time I checked, you're probably going to be here for a few more years. You know, so all this la 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 live for today BS, right? Go sell that to somebody else, you know, that ain't here. Okay? Because collective with this justice card, you're like, yeah, I'm about protecting the roof over my head. Not about what you're doing with so and so behind my back here with this seven of swords. Okay. All right. That is all I have for this reading. So until next time, please do manifest wisely. Bye-bye.